I want to talk about discipline and the two extremes. I once heard a definition of discipline, and it said something like this: discipline is doing what you need to do, whether you feel like doing it or not. Discipline is doing what you need to do, whether you feel like doing it or not. And I think that kind of sums up when we're talking about working from home. That sums up everything who we need to be. We need to work when we need to work, whether we feel like it or not. But there are two extremes to that. There are some who may start working from home, may start their home business, and simply are not working enough. So you go to work, you sit at your desk, you get on the phone, you call a friend, you check your emails, you go make a cup of tea, you come back and make a cup of coffee, you go walk the dog, then you come back, then you think about working, then you do a little bit, and then you snore, you fall asleep. Oh, before you know it, children come back from school and the day is over. So that's not working enough. When you start working from home, you now require a higher level of discipline than you did when you were working 9 to 5. Because when you were working 9 to 5, you had a boss who was looking at what you did when you came to work, when you didn't come, the amount of work you did, and all that. But when you're working from home, you are your own boss now. You got to look after what you do. You got to schedule things. You've got to ensure you're productive. It requires discipline, a high level of discipline. So if somebody is not disciplined enough, there's two things. One is that working from home is not for you. Secondly, another thing you can think about doing is developing the habit of discipline, because you can develop the habit of discipline just like you develop the habit of being indisciplined. You can develop the habit of being disciplined. So there's no reason why anyone should not really work from home. But that's the first of the two extremes, the person that does not work enough. The second person, or the second part of the extremes, or the second pendulum, when the pendulum swings to the right or to the left, we're not talking about the left now, is working too much. Yeah, you're disciplined. Yeah, you love to work. Yeah, you can control your time and you can control everything. But now you have gone to the extreme. You're working so much, you're going to make yourself sick. You're going to make yourself ill. So now, tell you a story. There's a friend of mine who started a business online, worked from the side of her bedroom, didn't have a spare room, so she worked from the side of her bedroom. She had all the papers piled up on the side of her bedroom next to the wardrobe. Her and her husband started this business. Well, she was really the driving force of the business. The business took off. She was working so many hours a day. She had children, but she was still working. She never reduced her workload. She even worked much more than she did when she had a job. And after a while, she became ill because of the stress and of too much work made her ill. So you don't want to do that either. So you want to stay in the middle, where you're disciplined, but you manage your time so well that you're better off working from home than you were working 9 to 5. So that's where we are going. That's where we're going on this particular program. I'm going to show you how you can manage yourself, manage your time, manage the business, manage the workload, manage the family, manage everything else in your life, and still be able to run a business from home and do well.